Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting into one of the most frustrating things in learning, that performance ceiling.
Yeah, that wall you hit.
Exactly. We're looking at advanced writing, and that moment you feel like you got the basics down, but your scores just stop improving.
They're stuck.
Our sources really went deep on this. Oh, our listeners got something to share. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so why do I get stuck at 6.5?
That is the exact question we are tackling today.
You just nailed the core problem.
And our source material really explains why that 6.5 barrier exists.
It's because most courses focus entirely on the surface stuff.
Like grammar and those generic templates.
Right. And you learn the grammar, you get the essay structure, but the data shows that only takes you so far.
It's what the sources call that stuck at 6.5 problem.
You end up in this loop of retaking the exams.
And what's fascinating is it's not a lack of effort on your part.
Not at all.
It's often a failure in how these advanced skills are taught.
So the ceiling isn't structural, it's conceptual, right?
Precisely. You've mastered the rules, but you haven't yet mastered the thinking behind the rules.
Our mission is to isolate those deeper skills.
The hidden techniques that take you from competent to strong.
From someone who can follow a template.
To a strong writer who delivers real impact and clarity.
Okay, let's unpack this and get specific about why you are stuck.
Am I going to be able to use these skills in like university, for example?
Absolutely, that's a perfect question.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Our sources actually make that specific point.
Here's where it gets really interesting.
They explicitly state that these skills aren't just for tests.
No, they are what they call real academic skills.
You can use them for the high stakes exam.
And more importantly, you will use them throughout college.
Every single paper you write.
Every professional proposal later, too.
It's learning to think with more maturity.
That's the goal.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, you're not just writing better.
You are thinking better.
You're demonstrating intellectual rigor on the page.
Which is exactly what universities demand.
So let's circle back to why you are stuck.
If you feel stuck, it's almost certainly not because you missed a comma or had a typo.
It's not the mechanics.
No, the issue is usually a lack of intellectual rigor on the page.
See? It all connects to that university goal.
So it's about the thinking.
Oh, yeah,
What is intellectual rigor?
That is a fantastic follow-up question.
Okay, let's unpack this right now.
We keep saying intellectual rigor.
It sounds a little intimidating.
But it's essentially the opposite of vagueness.
It means demonstrating deep thought.
And precision on the page.
When we talk about rigor, we are talking about clarity.
It's the difference between saying the economy is struggling,
which is vague,
and saying persistent inflation has lowered consumer confidence.
See, that is intellectually rigorous.
It's specific and it gives why it matters.
It moves beyond surface level observation.
It shows you have done the deep critical thinking.
And that's exactly what universities demand.
You show intellectual maturity.
Right. It's about not just the writing process itself.
Exactly. We have to move away from rote mechanics.
And towards skills that demonstrate critical thought.
That rigor is built on 3 essential skills.
These skills help you shatter that 6.5 barrier.
Okay, so what's the first one?
The first is learning how to get to the point with clarity.
That ties right back to intellectual rigor.
It means immediately demonstrating your core idea.
It's harder than it sounds.
I bet.
It means cutting out all the preamble and the throat clearing.
You know, those 5 sentences that say nothing.
Yeah, and just delivering your main idea right up front.
This is great for academic. Oh, go for it.
Can you give me an example of a sentence that says nothing?
Yes, that is a fantastic request.
It connects directly to that idea of throat clearing.
Imagine starting an essay with something like, in today's complex world, technology plays a major role.
That is the perfect example.
It sounds academic, but it uses many words to convey zero new information.
Everyone already knows that. It's a waste of the reader's energy.
Right. It's a generalization that avoids getting to the point.
It lacks the intellectual rigor we were just talking about.
We call that a fluff sentence.
And when you're writing for a high-stakes exam or university, those fluff sentences sink your score.
Because they delay the delivery of your actual argument.
You're not immediately demonstrating your core idea.
They're the opposite of that. Yep, go on.
Right, and if you don't deliver your core idea immediately, I believe you have to write more sentences to get to the core idea, and that increases the risk of errors, right?
That is a phenomenal insight.
You've connected the dots perfectly.
Okay, let's unpack this because you are absolutely right.
If you use a fluff sentence up front,
The vague generalizations like Technology plays a major role.
You then have to spend more time correcting it.
More sentences to get to your core argument.
And every extra sentence is an opportunity for error.
A potential grammar mistake, a comma splice.
Or simply another sentence that adds unnecessary padding.
It slows the reader down.
And it makes your entire argument feel less confident.
That's why the first skill is so essential.
It's the opposite of that long, risky approach.
It's learning to get to the point with clarity.
Jump straight to the specific point.
The more precise you are from the start,
The fewer sentences you need.
which means less risk of errors.
Like, the proliferation of AI systems is reshaping the ethical landscape of data governance.
That says something immediately.
That's the clarity we need.
That statement is ready to be supported.
It's not just a general idea that needs 5 more sentences to narrow it down.
Now, we mentioned this before.
This clarity is crucial for academic paragraphs.
Absolutely. In the first sentence or two of a paragraph.
Exactly. It shows confidence and rigor.
Which leads right into the second skill we wanted to talk about again.
Understanding how to avoid vague generalizations.
We talked about those fluff sentences.
Vagueness hides a lack of real depth.
It shows you haven't done the specific thinking yet.
So another quick example of that generalization trap.
Sure. Think about writing. Education is important for people's future.
Right, that's basically meaningless in an academic context.
Compare that to universal access to early childhood literacy programs significantly reduces long-term socioeconomic disparity.
Wow, yeah, that precision is a game changer.
That intellectual rigor is on the page.
That specificity addresses the why am I stuck feeling directly.
And it also keeps your sentence count down, reducing risk,
It ties everything into the third skill beautifully.
which is mastering the technique to upgrade simple ideas into precise, powerful sentences.
Yes, it's not just about using big vocabulary.
It's about density and accuracy, not just showing off.
Right, taking a basic concept and loading it with precise descriptive vocabulary.
So instead of saying the pollution issue is bad,
You'd write, unregulated industrial runoff has exacerbated coastal zone degradation. Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, can you give me an easier example that's also good?
we absolutely can.
That is a wonderful request.
Okay, let's unpack this with a slightly simpler idea.
We want to show how this third skill works
That skill is upgrading simple ideas.
into precise, powerful sentences.
Instead of saying the book was good,
What is very vague.
you could upgrade that simple idea.
To the author's narrative technique masterfully employed unreliable narration.
See, that sentence gives specific information.
It's precise and it tells the reader why it was good.
You're using slightly sophisticated structure.
To enhance meaning, not.
Oh, back to our listener. What's
Can
up?
you give me one more example and by using less sophisticated words, maybe?
Absolutely, we can dial back the complexity a little.
That's smart. It proves this is about precision, not complexity.
Okay, let's take that same idea.
Upgrading a simple concept into something more powerful.
We were looking at the book was good.
That's the simple idea.
A way to upgrade it using simpler vocabulary would be,
The book clearly explained the complex topic,
see, that's immediate. It's less flowery.
but it still tells the reader why it was good.
You're using words that are accurate and descriptive,
That's the goal. Density and accuracy.
not just inflating the word count.
Exactly. It's about increasing the information density.
Now we can even bring it back to that pollution example.
Just to show the range of upgrading we can do.
Instead of the pollution issue is bad.
Which, again, is simple but not precise.
We gave a really dense example before.
Unregulated industrial runoff has exacerbated coastal zone degradation.
You wanted a slightly easier way to upgrade that idea.
Maybe the city's lack of environmental regulation has worsened ocean pollution.
That's still specific and clear.
And it still shows that intellectual rigor we talked about.
He avoids those simple, vague generalizations.
Right, it's still a powerful sentence, even with simpler words.
You're being precise about the cause and the effect.
Now, if we pull back, for you listening, remember what you asked earlier.
About using these skills in university.
These aren't just exam tricks for the test.
They are fundamental university-level academic skills.
Learning precision and clarity, that intellectual rigor, helps you for every college paper.
It even helps you reduce that risk of errors,
Remember your great point about writing fewer sentences.
because you need fewer sentences to get your point across.
You are learning to think with more maturity.
That's the core goal here.
So the takeaway here is clear.
It's not about just filling out a template to hit that 6.5 mark,
It's about learning to write with real confidence and purpose.
moving beyond.
Oh, yeah.
Can these skills be used for speaking, for example, even outside academia?
That is a phenomenal question.
Okay, let's unpack this right now.
You're asking if intellectual rigor is just for the page?
Or if it applies to how you communicate verbally.
And the answer is a resounding yes.
All these skills, clarity, precision, avoiding vagueness, they're thinking skills first.
They absolutely transfer to speaking.
Think about that first skill. Get to the point with clarity.
That's essential for meetings or presentations.
You don't want to use verbal fluff sentences.
Right. You don't want to start a conversation with, in today's complex world.
People tune out immediately.
You want to immediately state your objective.
That shows confidence and maturity.
And avoiding vague generalizations.
That's key for professional communication outside academia.
Instead of saying things are bad at the office,
You specify the deadline delay has stalled Project X.
that precision demonstrates control,
And it still keeps your communication concise,
reducing the verbal sentence count.
reducing the risk of misunderstanding or error.
So yes, these are not just writing mechanics.
They're about mastering maturity and thought,
Whether you are writing a university paper,
or speaking in a business context.
now let's circle back to where we left off.
We were talking about moving beyond just completing the task successfully.
Which brings me to a final thought for you to take away.
If the problem in your writing isn't grammar, but vague generalization,
Or those fluff sentences we mentioned.
then think about how much detail is in your daily thoughts.
There's clarity you're asking about in speaking.
It has to start with better thinking first.
Better thinking leads to better writing every time.
So start demanding more specificity from yourself,
Just in how you think about things day to day,
even in your internal monologues.
the high level writing, the clear articulation of those thoughts.
That will follow naturally in both speaking and writing.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us for the deep dive.
We hope this helps you break that barrier and thrive in college.
And in every, oh, go for it.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that.
Thank you for joining us today.
And thank you for bringing those insightful questions.
You really helped us unpack the core ideas.
Especially the link between writing and speaking clarity.
It's all connected.
Professional conversation you have.
It truly is.
We hope to see you next time.
Goodbye for now.